Alright, what is up, guys? Today I am very excited to be bringing you my Week 4 team for Brent and the Washington Whiscash. I believe that's their name. Now, me and Brent are really good friends. We actually go to the same school and everything, so we know each other really well. And we're kind of league rivals, as well as me and Cam, aka Pollitt. Um, but yeah, I like Brent's really tough to battle because he knows how I play, and he can predict me very well because of my playstyle. So I'm gonna have to think a lot during this match to try and beat him. And one thing I want to say before I get into this is, if you guys couldn't tell already, I did get a new microphone. It's a much nicer microphone, and hopefully the audio quality should sound much better. Let me know what you guys think of it, though. If you want me to go back to my old one or anything. But yeah, I did get this new microphone, so hopefully it should sound much better. But anyway, getting right into the team, you can see his team in the top right. And the first Pokemon I wanted to bring was this Staraptor, because if you look at his team, he has some slower Pokemon that Staraptor can outspeed. That Staraptor can kind of come in to Revenge Kill, or maybe even Hard Switch if I can predict correctly. But this Choice Banded Staraptor, 2-hit KOs everything on his team with the right move. And even if I get status, you see that I have Facade here. I didn't think Double Edge was that useful, except for something like Raikou, which takes like 70% from a Choice Banded Reckless Brave Bird. You guys also might be confused as to why I have Staraptor. But I made a video showing that I dropped Breloom in free agency and picked up Staraptor, so you can go ahead and watch that if you are confused. But really, I only needed one move on this Staraptor, and that is Brave Bird. But I really just spam Brave Bird. But I also have 3 other moves that can actually come in handy. So if, let's say I think he's going for a Giga Drain, but Brent goes for a Sludge Bomb with his Venusaur, I hard switch into Staraptor, which I probably won't do, and I get Sludge Bomb poison. I can go for a Facade, or if I get burned by a Scald or something by the Slowbro. But Slowbro takes so much from this Staraptor as well. So Facade is nice. And the next move I have is Pursuit. And what Pursuit can let me do is, if there is a Pokemon that's weakened, like Slowbro, it's at like 20-30%, and he wants to switch out to get the Regenerator boost, or Venusaur is low, or Gligar is low, or anything that I can outspeed that's been weakened by one of my other Pokemon, I can trap them with this Pursuit, which could prove very beneficial to some of the other Mons on my team. And the last move I have is Quick Attack, maybe to just get like a surprise kill on something like the Raikou, or I don't know, something of that nature. So I have 220 speed in my Staraptor. Now this lets me outspeed everything on his team, like the Venusaur or anything that's under base 100, like a Gligar. I'm sure he's not going to run max speed Gligar, but should be good to go with the speed, and I'm running Adamant Nature. So we have a Choice Banded Reckless Adamant Staraptor right here that can just click Brave Bird whenever it comes in and just destroy some things. Again, it 2-hit KOs everything on his team. We have just the rest tossed into HP to maybe live some hits. And take those a little bit better. Now, Um, if you look at my team and you look at his team, he has a Mamoswine, and Mamoswine is a Pokemon that is very intimidating for almost every team and can rip through a lot of teams. So I had to come up with my best check for that Mamoswine, and I figured that would be Bronzong. And this is also my Stealth Rocker. So we have Bronzong here with the Culber Berry, so we take like 30 or 40% from Mamoswine, depending on its spread. And Gyro Ball, I believe, knocks it out maybe after rocks. I know it definitely does. So that's just gonna be our main stab move, and we're gonna have Toxic. I kind of have a feeling that Brent might want to bring a Calm Mind Slowbro versus me, or just any Slowbro that would want to switch into this Bronzong. Getting a Toxic off on that thing would be very nice. Or really just anything that would want to switch into this. Toxic is nice. This also can handle Venusaur relatively well and like set up my Stealth Rocks on it. So this is gonna be my Stealth Rocks, my Stealth Rocker, and this can also be a pretty solid response to Jirachi. And I debated using Heat Proof on this actually, but I did decide to go with the Levitate ability to help with that Mamoswine, which is this thing's main job, because Mamoswine kind of, it just clicks Icicle Crash and Earthquake and just kills my whole team. So I thought that this would be really important. But I can also switch this into Brent's Jirachi and fire off an Earthquake, which does a decent amount. It's very bulky with base 100s across the board, but Gyro Ball is not going to be doing very much, and Earthquake is just a fourth move that will give me a better way to handle that Jirachi. So our spread right here is 244 HP, just so we have an odd number, 252 defense, again, to handle that Mamoswine and Jirachi, and I don't know why these EVs got messed up, but I put 12 in Spadef to take like HP fires from the Venusaur. So that is our 420 Explosion, the Bronzong. Next one we have is a Pokemon that I'm very proud of, actually. I'm very proud of this set, and I think it could put in a lot of work. So right here I have a Justice the Cobalion, and this is a Calm Mind Cobalion, which can actually rip through his team after a couple Calm Minds. So this can actually switch in to the Venusaur pretty well, actually. And if he wants to HP fire me, I do have that Calm Mind, and it's gonna help me a lot with that, because I think he's probably gonna bring a physically defensive Venusaur. So a +2 Calm Mind is gonna do a butt ton to that, and a +1 Focus Blast to Jirachi does like 70%. Obviously it's not very reliable, 70% accuracy, but last time we played, Brent hit like 50 Focus Blasts on me, so maybe we'll get lucky. And our last move is Hidden Power Ghost, mainly for the Slowbro. This is just a good move for Slowbro, because it does resist Steel and our fighting stab. So he might want to switch Slowbro into this, but I can set up a Calm Mind and a +1 HP Ghost if he's max HP as a 2-hit KO. So that's very nice. We have 100 HP just to take hits a little bit better, 148 speed just to outspeed everything except, stuff that we wouldn't outspeed anyway, like Raikou and stuff like that. So yeah, 148 speed, 8 Spadef, again, just to take some hits better, and max special attack, modest, just to hit as hard as possible. And obviously with the justified ability. because that's the only ability it gets. And if he wants to go for a knockoff, predicting Latios or something, this just gives me a very good switch into that. Even though I will lose the leftovers, that is fine. So, the next mon we have is Kankles, the Life Orb offensive Nidoqueen with Sheer Force, of course. And this actually also gives me another response to Venusaur. You'll notice pretty much all of my Pokemon have some way to deal with Venusaur, except for my last Pokemon right here. But we have Sludge Wave and Earth Power as our main stabs, and this is very debatable, but I actually wanted something to switch into Sleep Powder from his Venusaur. I almost ran Ice Beam, but I figured Sludge Wave is going to do a lot, and I don't see Gligar being too big of a problem. I don't even see him bringing it, really. I have a Latios and HP Ice, Zebstrika, so I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. So these really just hit everything for so much damage. This is like 40% to a Gligar, I believe. And Sleep Talk, again, is going to help me with a Sleep Powder Venusaur. So I thought that would be nice. And I have Substitute here to try and catch something on a switch, because if he wants to switch in one of his more fat Mons, I can get off 2 hits on something, and he might expect me to be bulkier, and I can actually get a kill on something like Venusaur or something like that. But we'll have to see how the match goes, because I might even want that alive, because it's set up fodder for Cobalion. But anyway, our next Pokemon is Look at Me Now Chase, which is a really funny nickname, because Chase, coach of the Dark City Absols, he drafted this a couple of seasons ago and used it absolutely horribly. And I always gave him a hard time for it, because it's just such a good Pokemon. So it's actually part of the reason I drafted it. I wanted to show how good this Pokemon can be. And this is a Life Orb Modest Latios, and he has no switch-ins to this. Unless he brings like a Spadef Jirachi, I can just spam Draco Meteor versus him. And if he wants to go Jirachi, I have plenty of switch-ins to that. I can click Draco, see what his switch-in is to this, and I can pull a double out into like the Bronzong or something like that. I'm not too worried. I could run Shadow Ball, but I think Roost will be better for longevity because I'm running the Life Orb, but we're max speed. I'm not sure what that was for. I don't know, but we're max speed for something. I didn't just throw that on. But I built this team a while ago, so forgive me if I can't remember everything exactly. But this is a 130 base special attack, 252 EVs, modest nature, 130 base attack, stab, Draco Meteor that we're going to be firing off, and it is going to do poop loads of damage. It does like 45% to like offensive Jirachi, so that's crazy. And our last mon is another mon that I'm very proud of this set. It is an Assault Vest, Lightning Rod, Zebstrika. Now, this completely stops Raikou in its tracks. He might not even bring Raikou, but this can check Jirachi with stuff like Overheat. It gives me a Volt Switcher, which I really wanted because it's just going to give me that switch initiative. If he wants to go into his Mamoswine, we have the Bronzong. And if he wants to go to Gligar, we have HP Ice, and that's really just a free switch into my Latios. So I thought a Volt Switcher would be very nice, and an Electric Immunity would also be very, very nice. So we have the Volt Switch, the Thunderbolt, Overheat for stuff like Mamoswine and Jirachi. I know it gets thick fat, but it's the best way to hit that, as well as the Jirachi. And we have, Hidden Power Ice for the Gligar, yeah. So we have max HP just to take hits a little bit better, because this thing's job is not to hit anything very hard. This is just a way to volt switch out and get initiative and get stuff like Staraptor and Latios and my wall breakers, more free switch-ins. So we are max speed to outspeed a max speed Raikou. We outspeed that by 1 point. So that is very nice. And this Zebstrika, I think, is a very good last member to tack onto the team. So yeah, guys, that is going to be my week 4 team for Brent and the Washington Whiscash. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the new microphone and the new audio quality. Hopefully it sounds much better. Me and Brent should be having our battle soon, today or tomorrow, but it'll be uploaded the day after this video goes up. So get excited for that, guys, and if you are excited to see this team in action, because I think it'll be pretty cool, just stay tuned, guys. Leave a like if you want to, leave a dislike if you want to, subscribe if you want to. Have a great day. I hope you've had a great day if you're watching this late at night, but I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and